And do you generally recommend that people start with retargeting if they're getting enough traffic to do that? Or
Yeah.
do you find that it's usually better to focus on other areas and then add retargeting later?
No, I do believe in having it on there from day one. If your site's seeing any amount of traffic, and especially if you're paying to send traffic to the website, Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok, wherever it may be, you need to be retargeting those people because you're paying to get them there. So then you need to be following them around when they leave. So it does need to be there from day one, but you do need a decent amount of traffic to even trigger the ads. You have to have a couple hundred people cookied in order to trigger the ads. So anyone really can use it with that much traffic to their website, and even be spending $5 a day, $10 a day, very small budgets. That's a nice thing about retargeting or most digital advertising is you can really put a controlled daily budget on it. If it's doing well, you increase it. If it's doing less well, you turn it down or pause it. So definitely should be there from day one, in my opinion. It's in the top of my list of recommendations for companies.
And when you talk about that granularity, you mentioned like if they get on the pricing page, you have this ad. If they went to this page, you have this ad. And then something that I've really liked to do is have audiences split out based on where they're at, in the buyer's journey, and that could be based on, what pages they're going on or
Yeah.
something else. Is there any level of traffic that you feel like you really need to reach to be able to make that a cost effective uh, tactic?
No, absolutely not, because like I said, you can control the budget. So, but that's actually a good point because a lot of companies overspend on these types of campaigns. For instance, let's say your site's getting 20,000 visitors a month. I'm just throwing a number out there. It could be 10, 5, it could be 100,000. Um, they're running a retargeting campaign targeting the people that came to the site but didn't check out or didn't register, weeding out the people that did purchase or did register. Those people can be targeted, other ways, but just the non-converting people. You can put a $20 a day budget on that and get a good result. What happens is companies will put like $100 a day budget on it, and the people will see the ads 30 times a day, and it'll actually have a negative kind of effect because you're overspending. There's too much frequency of ad frequency. So the key to retargeting campaigns, as far as display retargeting campaigns, because there are other types. There's email. We'll get into that in a little bit. But as far as display based retargeting campaigns, display ads, they should be started at a very low daily budget, even $10 a day, $20 a day, proportionate to how much traffic you're getting, and then gradually increasing the budget on a daily or weekly basis. Once you see that those campaigns are bringing in sales, it has a good return on ad spend, then you just start edging up the budget 30 a day, 40 a day, 50 a day, until you sort of reach where you feel like, you know, diminishing returns kind of thing. Um, that's just one aspect, is calibrating the budget. You also have to refresh the ads. You have to have a lot of different ads running, different ads to different people behaviorally. But for simplicity's sake, let's say you have, you know, two sets of ads running to the same audience, the people that came to the site and didn't convert. So then you have, your multiple, your different sizes and two different styles of banner ads, let's say squares and rectangles. So after you've run that for 2, 3, 4 weeks, you can look in the reporting and see, okay, these three banners are working the best. These four are working less well. Let's pause these. Let's run all the budget to the ads, the ad placements and sizes that are converting the best. And that's how you would optimize it, um, with what's in the account currently, because you do have to refresh the creatives on an ongoing basis. The last thing you want to do is have stale creatives because they get stale very quickly. Imagine going to a website and for the next month seeing the same ad. Even the next week, it can get annoying, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And I see that a lot. All ad platforms, companies on LinkedIn running the same ad for months and months on end without ever changing it. So I do believe in running, multiple creatives simultaneously, and then that allows you to see which ones are working, which ones aren't. You're tracking it back to the conversions. So ad one had 3 leads, ad two had one, ad they all had, and you keep the ones doing better and you pause the ones doing less well, and that'll focus your money. That'll maximize your budget and ensure that it's optimized. So that's a good little microcosm of how to manage a display retargeting campaign in a nutshell.